Here we have the current stock market update for MAXEON Solar Technologies Limited, stock ticker MAXN. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, this is the 15-minute price chart. Each candle on this price chart represents a 15-minute trading period. And as we can see here, I'm sure that this will make some people happy. We are actually starting to see some upward price movement. I have to admit, I was a bit surprised when I first looked at this price chart. However, I then realized that I was zoomed in very closely, such as the way that I'm showing the price chart right now. I then realized that this rally was much smaller than what I thought I was seeing originally. So currently what we're dealing with here is a share price movement that has moved into resistance zones coming in at roughly 10.6 cents. So we'll just mark this out on the chart here as a price high, near-term price high. And then this, in addition to this, we have to be very honest about the situation here. I am a little bit reluctant, I'll admit, to start to give positive news for this stock because I think that it's very easy for, especially the clickbait YouTubers that watch my videos. And I know you're watching my videos, by the way, you people. But if I start to say something positive here, I think that they could jump on this and start to try to grow excitement for the stock that might not actually be warranted. But I do have to be honest about the situation here. And what we're seeing is a price movement into 10.6 cents with the development of a higher low in the process. So if we sort of move into the price chart here, let's get rid of this arrow. And as we can see here, there is a bit of a higher low that is starting to develop here, in addition to this break of prior resistance that was seen right around here. So we do see a resistance break coming in at right around 9.6 cents. And then from there, we are able to break above that 10-cent level, which of course is going to be a very important psychological resistance zone. So, there is actually some encouraging price movement here. And I'm just a little bit worried about saying this because, I don't want any of the clickbait YouTubers to kind of jump on this and try to suggest that the stock is making a tremendous rally higher. I mean, we are seeing a price movement here that's in the positive direction, and I don't want to diminish that. We can also point to some of the indicator readings here, which are also, that's not what I was trying to do. We can also point to some of the indicator readings here, which are showing some positive momentum indications at the moment. I can sort of zoom in on this. And we can see here that the relative strength index is starting to actually show some positive, encouraging price movement. But with a price slope that's drastic like this, I am reluctant to start to get excited or optimistic because when you start to see an extreme slope like this, it's very easy for the share price to start to make small price movements lower, and then for that relative strength index reading to quickly break that trend momentum. So, with all of this in mind, and these are all positive developments, I'm not going to just diminish this or brush it under the rug or pretend it didn't happen or something like that. This is a higher low that's being posted here, and we also have a break of resistance coming in right around 9.6 cents. Okay, fine. But if we're sort of being more objective here from the longer term perspective, we do have to take this into consideration with the broader context, which currently still shows a major price movement that has declined from roughly 23 cents per share, all the way to these lower sevens, mid sevens. So this is still a very strong price movement to the downside, I should say. And, most of that price movement has not been regained. So, in other words, we have not recovered most of these losses here. And I do think it would be a very big mistake for people to start to characterize this trend wave movement as a massive rally. I mean, if you look at it, if you look at the price chart from the shorter term perspective here, it can start to look like there's a good sized price movement here. Okay, no doubt about it. That can start to look like, start to look a bit positive, especially given the fact that the stock itself is seeing such a massive price movement lower over the longer term timeframes. Okay, with all that in mind, the question really at this point is, should you be getting excited about this stock? Is this a stock that you should actually be buying? I mean, if we zoom out here on the price chart, and this is still only a 15-minute price chart. I mean, what would the price chart look like, if we move out to a longer term time frame? even if we just look at a daily time frame, for example, there are some very significant differences here, some very stark differences that start to unfold quite quickly. So, here we're looking at prior price highs, which came in at almost $39 per share. This would have posted during the middle of May 2023. So just a little over a year ago, share prices were trading at 38, almost $39 per share. And now currently, we're seeing price gains into 10.6 cents. And, many people are becoming quite excited about what they're seeing. I'm already starting to see posts that show, massive rally is coming. We're starting to see a short squeeze. We're going to the moon. MAXN is going to the moon. But this is really a minimal price movement here from roughly, 7.5 cents to roughly 10.6 cents. So, you're looking at a little bit more than 3 cents per share. Now, from a percentage perspective, it's a fairly strong gain in a short period of time. But the real question is, how long will markets be able to sustain these rallies? Are people going to actually buy into the clickbait here and believe what these quote unquote financial YouTubers are telling them? Buy this stock. Is this really a good idea? I mean, the share price movement has been roughly 3 cents per share, and you haven't even come close here to regaining the prior losses that were seen earlier this month, into the end of last month and earlier this month, where share prices were trading at 23 cents. What about the share price losses that have been in place since the stock was trading at $39 per share? How many of those same people that are currently telling everyone to buy the stock, how many of those people were telling people to buy this stock as the share price was trading, closer to that $39 level? I think a lot of them were. I mean, we can go back and retrace the history here and actually look at who was actually, suggesting that people buy this stock at those share prices. We can do a little bit of a deeper dive into the people that were actually recommending this stock. I don't have a problem doing that. If there are specific YouTubers that people would like me to sort of cover and I can go over their material, I would have no problem doing that, because I think that there are a lot of people at the moment that are trying to, encourage optimism for this stock and suggest that this movement above 10 cents per share is somehow a massive rally. I don't think that's the case. And I do think that we're starting to top out here relatively soon. So here's the current stock market update for MAXEON Solar Technologies Limited, stock ticker MAXN. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.